Hello, PST. My name's JediMono8895, and I'm here to bring you a Pokemon narrated Wi-Fi battle. This is an NU match. I had another PST director, Herpy Derpy, and it's a really fun match. So I hope you guys enjoy this. And big thanks to iMurko and Sumo Sensei for being the head directors for PMP and the organizers, whatever. So, anyways, let's get on with the battle. So I'm gonna leave with my Jasmine, which is a max HP, max attack, or special attack, I should say. And it's a pretty good lead. It can take hits, but he's going to go for the sub with his Mawile. And I'm like, oh no, not this. And I actually didn't know, but he did have a Duxox on his team. And I found it kind of odd that he was using electromagnetism. I don't even know what that does. So he's actually going to Baton Pass. And I'm like, oh no, he's trying to sweep on me. So I am specially defensive, so that's not going to be great for me. But I do get a dynamic punch up, and it doesn't break its sub. I mean, what is that? Like, I don't know what electromagnetism does, and I don't even know what it is. So he's gonna go for iron defenses, and I'm like, oh god, no, I'm gonna get swept. I'm gonna get swept. Things are terrible are gonna happen to me. Oh, why did I agree to battle Herpy? Because he always brings the weirdest freaking things in the world. So I'm just gonna Ice Beam with my Regice just to break his sub, because I need that thing gone. And he's gonna set up a Quiver Dance, and I'm like, okay, this is pretty much GG right here. So I don't have too much special attack. I actually think I'm a modest nature. I think with this Regice and just max special defense, or maybe it's some other way around. It's a really weird set, but I like it. But I do get a crit with a Thunderbolt, and I'm like, oh yes, maybe I can kill this thing. No, he roosts. So I'm like, oh, okay, this is not good at all. So seeing that he's going to keep setting up Quiver Dances instead of attacking me right away kind of gives me some hope I can do something. And then the gods are like, you know what? Screw Herpy for using his stupid sets. You're going to get a crit with this Ice Beam. So now this Dustox is out of the way, and I am so relieved that this thing isn't even close. So he was pretty upset that it was gone, so he's just gonna come in with his Regice and Toxic, knowing that I really can't do too much to it, but having it do 10% is, I guess, okay. There's a steady amount, and he's just gonna Toxic again, predicting me to switch out, but really, since I carried the rest, Sleep Talk, Ice Beam, and the Thunderbolt, I figured I will be alright. So I'm just gonna keep on T-Bolting here, and getting some good hacks up, and he's gonna keep toxicing me, and he's just like, alright, you're gonna switch out now, you're gonna switch out. I'm like, I'm not switching out. And so I'm able to take what he has, and I'm just gonna keep getting damage until I get the Power Hacks, which is right here, which is stupendous, so it'll force him to either switch out or go for the rest. But now I'm taking a lot of toxic damage, so I figured this would be a good time to set up the rest, and he does indeed go for another toxic, predicting another switch, but since I'm a sleep-talking set, I can just stay in and rest whenever I want to, which is really convenient to have, but it sort of makes Regice a little OP. But I don't know. So he reveals to me he is a resting set as well. So he's going to rest, and I'm going to sleep talk and just keep on getting damage on him. I don't really have a strategy at this point. This was really late in the night battling, so I wasn't on my best game here. So now I'm just going to switch into Roland, realizing that all he has is Toxic, Sleep Talk, and Ice Beam, which all I can resist. So I figured this is a good time to step up the Shift Gear. He does get the Intimidate, but I am at regular damage with the Shift Gear that I go for to boost my attack. So I'm just going to Volt Switch here to get my offensive momentum going. And he's just going to go into, I'm going to go into my Strongman Bruno, which is on my theme team. And it is a beast. Evilite Machoke is so good in this gen. Like, literally, I battled it in OU, and it works. Using it Rest Sleep Talk, it's typically the best set. So we're gonna go for the Dynamic Punch as he keeps setting up subs. I don't really know what he wants to do at this point. Hoping for some para hacks, probably so he can get some baton passes and electromagnetism or whatever the hell that is. It is just so weird that Herpy comes up with these weird ideas in his head. So I am going to go for a payback and finish him. So thankfully Hex is playing on my side here. Unfortunately it's not for him, which I do feel kind of bad, but that's what you deserve for trying to sweep me with a Dustox. Seriously. So I'm going to go into my fridge knowing that I can wall whatever he throws at me, and he's going to throw a Water Spout, which, you know, doesn't really affect me too much. And now he's going to predict a Thunderbolt here, and I think I predict a switch and go for the Ice Beam with the Sleep Talk, of course. Or I guess I can't predict anything, so I just go for the Ice Beam. Does a decent chunk to Macargo. The Stealth Rocks really helped me here. That's what you got to do and you just gotta set up hazards and just roar away. That's pretty much the best strategy you can go for. So he's gonna go for a flamethrower. I know I can take one, but thankfully, or not thankfully, unfortunately, Hex comes and bites me back in the ass, and I guess I deserve it. So I guess I'm just gonna fodder out this strongman Bruno, knowing I can come in and revenge kill with my scarfed mag mortar, but I miss. Focus miss starts turning into focus miss, and I'm like, okay, why did I even put something of focus here? I probably should have just gone for the thunderbolt or something like that, and I miss again, but it was during a switch, so I was pretty much predicting for myself to miss that, so I finally hit focus blast, and it does a really nice chunk, but unfortunately, he's gonna pretty much know that I'm just gonna stay in and keep going for focus blast, and also, I don't want to keep on, switching about, so I'm going to go into Lucy here, and the reason for this name is Luz is light in Spanish, and since it's a female, it's like a dog name, so Lucy. Sort of creative, I don't know. I kind of like the name. So I'm going to go for the sub here, and he's just going to wake up and go for the toxic, but thankfully, since I'm behind the sub, it won't affect me, but he misses anyway, so doesn't really matter. So I'm gonna go for the Thunderbolt, and I'm like, wow, that didn't do anything, and I should be max special attack, max, or modest nature, and then I'm like, I go to my team builder, and then I check he doesn't have any nature benefits, or, any EVs at all. So it's a miracle that I'm able to do this much, so thankfully I did change that, so it's not like that anymore. So I'm just gonna switch out here, because I really don't want to stay on this, so I'm gonna go into, Rollin here, and I'm gonna go for that shift gear, and that is great for me. And that's my dog barking in the background. So, he's gonna go into failed person. I'm like, what does this thing do? So I set up a shift gear. I'm like, wait, no, not this thing. And he goes for an encore, so now I'm stuck into shift gear. And I'm like, oh, so I guess I can just go along with a little bit here, hoping for encore to end so I can hit him with a shift gear. And then I'm like, he goes for foul play, and I'm like, oh god, okay, so I'm going to switch out, because foul play does affect your attacking stats. I don't know if this is actually the prankster one. It could be the prankster one, or it could just be the regular one with its unreleased Dream World ability, not out yet. So I do wake up, and I break through para hacks, and I pull the Ice Talk, or not the Parrot Hex, the Confusion Hex, and I pull the Ice Talk, which is awesome for me. So now he's got that thing gone. I know I can come in later on a free switch and go into my Rollin and go for a shift gear, or just go for the gear grind. So I'm going to switch into Jasmine here. Now I can take a hit from whatever this thing wants to do, but he does get that like rare 5 or 10% chance of getting all their stats boost raised. And he's like, oh, you can still outspeed me, but I don't run any speed IVs or EVs on this Misfrit, so I am able to come on in, and he's gonna go for a shell smash. Just I really don't know why. I guess predicting something. Really, I don't know why. He thought I could outspeed and kill him off. So I'm gonna go for the U-turn here to gain offensive momentum and go into the fridge. And the fridge here is pretty sweet. He's gonna. This is probably one of the most stally part of the games. It's Regice versus Regice, so really there's no way for me to do anything to this thing, and no way for this thing to do anything to me. So I'm just kind of stalling him out, I guess, because really this is the biggest threat to the rest of my team. And so I'm just going to keep going for the Ice Beams, and I finally wake up, go for the Thunderbolt, and just want to get residual damage. I know he has rest, but I want to get him so he's resting and maybe pull something on the Sleep Talk that is not necessarily beneficial to him, because he has Toxic and Ice Beam, so there's really like a 25%, 33.3% chance that he actually pulls a Ice Beam on me. So I'm going to play with those chances there, and I'm just going to switch out into Roland right here. And he's going to go to sleep, and I'm going to set up one shift gear, and that's my only chance on taking him out. And he's going to use the Sleep Talk, and will he pull the Ice Beam? And he will not. He pulls the Toxic, which is great. That means I hit Gear Grind, and I am able to take him out, which is stupendous. So now all he has is left is his Macargo? No, he doesn't. He has his Whale Lord left. It's a double down since I have Life Orb, and it does take him out, so this will be the good game here as I go for the Thunderbolt, and bye-bye, Willy. So, great game, Herpy Derpy. I love battling you, because you have the weirdest sets, and I don't know, lately I've been getting lucky hacks against him, so I'm able to take him out. So I hope you guys enjoyed this upload to PST. I was going to upload this to POSim, but since I decided I wanted to kick off this channel with something pretty cool, so I hope you guys enjoyed this. Feel free to subscribe to my channel if you guys enjoyed. I do DS matches also on my DS, obviously, and I also do PO matches, and I do other things like actual videos, like how-to projects, stuff like that. I haven't uploaded any of those yet, but I am making a short film right now, and it's going pretty well. So if you guys want to check out my channel, see the pretty cool content, feel free to. And don't forget to subscribe to PST, because they're really cool, and they're doing LPs and all that jazz. So thank you guys for watching. Jenimoto8895 signing out. See you guys.